Hello, lovelies. It's T here from Go to Third Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance. Whew. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump in. I already have some cards down here. All right. So we have Justice, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands is trying to stick to my table. So it's kind of this feeling of that, like maybe it's something you've been waiting for. Maybe this emerging, right? So it reminds me of like how you go to the Ten of Wands and then finally you relieve and you start that cycle over again, right? You drop the weight, you drop the burdens of your last or your past karmic cycle, and then you come back around to the Ace, right? Which is the beginning of a new cycle. So for some of you, you could have felt like you were going through a lot of karma and you learned the lesson of the Ten of Wands, and you've kind of been in this in-between stage of waiting for your Ace of Wands to emerge. And I feel like there is a King of Wands coming to present that energy. Now, of course, this energy could be energy rising up from within yourself, right? Because, of course, people that we call in is because we are radiating in that same energy inside of ourselves. So you definitely could have been feeling more of like this King of Wands kind of like spark, call to action energy, because we also have Jesus here on the back of the deck. And Jesus is acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. So it is this kind of feeling that like you've done something and the universe is giving back, especially with this Justice card here, right? And also with this Jesus card, with the acts of service, I was hearing somebody is hearing a call to action. And here on the back of the deck, we have the World card, okay, which of course is the beginning, the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. It also could be about travel. So somebody could be traveling, coming towards you. Somebody could be sending a message towards you. Somebody could be calling you. The World is also giving me like a long distance. So it could be something over... this person could live at a further distance from you, or there could have just been a big silence and a big distance between you and this person, but it feels like you and this person's worlds are starting to collide. Yeah, it's giving me this kind of energy of like this person keeps popping up over and over again, like things that remind you of them, or vice versa, things that remind them of you keep popping up. And then we also here we have the official look at this. We have the official person as well as message right behind it. And with that, I'm getting this person is the this person, whoever this is, they're the one that Spirit has chosen to deliver this message or to deliver this Ace of Wands to you. And you know, and for some of you, if you've been looking for, you know, a new partner, and there's somebody that might have an Ace of Wands, okay? Or even if, you know, they're not, this is not about gender, but there is that kind of sacral energy, that sacral reawakening. We-awakening is what I almost said, so we're awakening. Okay, so Spirit wants me to pull some of these Master cards. So what's going on? As soon as I picked this up, I heard Kali and I heard cut the cords. So you definitely could have been cutting the cords to like an older cycle. Commit your vision through study. You can meet this person through some kind of like higher, I almost said higher language course. So for some of you, it could be a language course or a linguistic field of study, or a linguistics class. That could be very specific, maybe for only one of you. Or you could meet this person as a result, like if you're learning a new language and then you're trying like immersion learning. So maybe you're trying, like you're going to, like say that you're trying to learn Spanish. Say that you're like going to, you know, Spanish festivals, and you're going down to the little bodega, and you're trying to learn how to speak actual, like useful on the street, you know, Spanish that you would hear around the local people in your area, you know, something like that. Yeah, and if you haven't, that's what Spirit is telling you. Spirit is telling you, like, jump out there. Like, jump out there into the culture. Jump out there, out into the people, into that culture that's around you, you know? So we have Hilarion and Divine Emergence. Be seen. Let the world know your gifts. Exactly. So that was a message for that particular person. Like, step out there and be seen. Be seen out there in the community. Be seen out there on the streets. Have an open heart chakra and be seen out there. You know, start talking. You know, just explain. Hey, you know, I'm trying to learn. You know, I'm getting out there, going to your local festivals. I know, like, Day of the Dead is coming out, so maybe some of you are being guided to, you know, if you know that your city has like a festival for that, go out. Go immerse yourself into the culture. Go be seen. Go be a part of it. Okay. And we have Faith, Michael and Faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. Exactly. That's what this Ace of Wands is a breakthrough moment, right? Being seen, shining. For the rest of you, I'm feeling like this person is feeling very called in to you. They could be feeling like a strong need, like this very kind of like very masculine, like protective energy. Their heart chakra is opening up. They could have their spirit guides, or they could be feeling guided by, it seems like very strong, but this person could feel like I'm being guided by God to you. There's something here too about how these people look so similar. They could see themselves in you. There's a really strong attraction. This person feels so, like, I feel it so heavy, like in my lower chakras, like in my sacral and like some in my root chakra. It's like there's like this feeling, like, yeah, I just heard somebody say, I want you. So there's like this feeling, this like this want, this like this need or this want to like chase. I just heard on the prowl. Okay. For some of y'all, if that's that more, you know, va-va-voom energy, this person is feeling very, very attracted. Okay, so I just heard, well, this is weird, but maybe, I don't know. I just heard that line from the movie Practical Magic where the ghost of the guy is like in, Jeannie, I think is her name, like the Nicole Kidman's character, the redheaded sister, and she's like touching on Sandra Bullock's character, and she's like, I'm very into sisters right now. Like, that's what I just heard. I'm very into sisters right now. So let that resonate, I guess, if it does for you. The blue beings, like transmission, wounds healed, important information, charging up. Spiritual awakening. Yeah, it's giving me this kind of energy, like this person feels very like charged up in your energy, like they feel very like, oh, so intimidated. This person feels kind of intimidated in your energy. Okay. Sorry. I had to lay down some energetic boundaries right quick. Not with this person, but there's... Yeah, for some of you, I was getting that. For some of you, please be careful. Because for some of you, and this could be like, I don't even really want to acknowledge this too much, but there could be a past energy that's trying to pop up. Yeah, it's giving me this kind of like weird invasive energy, especially if it's like an ex or like somebody that you were talking to or somebody that was interested in you, but then you moved on from them, or it's like, nah, actually, I don't think it's going to work out between us. There is this kind of like weird energy of this person being like, don't come near my person. And you're like, I'm not your person. Like, I don't have anything to do with you, actually. But yeah, from that, I was getting, like, if some of you know that you have, like, an energy vampire in your past that you're leaving behind, yeah, just, you know, Keep the faith alive and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward and keep not engaging with that energy. And that's the little message that I just want to bring to you when it comes to that. Otherwise, for some of you, if you're more of a clairvoyant person, if this person knows that you're more kind of like, you know, woo-woo, or you're more like ooky-spooky, kind of like, this person is intimidated but yet very intrigued by that at the same time. Also, for some of you, you feel like intimidated by this person. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to invalidate your feelings, but I am going to tell you shouldn't feel as intimidated as you do around this person, because I feel like for some of you that feel like this, like you're way not this person's type, or you feel like, I'm talking about this new person, like you feel like you're not this person's type, or you wouldn't match with this person, or you feel like you couldn't keep up with this person, or something like that. And Spirit is saying like, like don't. There's a lot that you don't know or that you don't understand about this person. There's a side of this person that you've never seen before, or that you've never interacted with, that's much closer to like, it's kind of giving me more like same, like on the inside. Like, I feel like what you show on the outside is more like what this person feels like on the inside. Or there is like this part of this person that feels very drawn to you. It does feel kind of karmic in a way where this person feels drawn to you. They feel like there's a lesson to learn inside of you. But it's giving me more of like this heart opening energy. So instead of in the past, you might have had karmics that gave this very like heart closed down energy, but this is giving me this very big like kind of like heart opening energy. Do not be afraid. Joan of Arc, do not be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, I feel like this person is kind of like, actually this person's, especially if you're the feminine energy, this person sees you as very strong. Like there's something here about how there's a certain type of strength. Like this person might be very physically strong, or they might be very physically active. Something about that. But there's something here about this person. They look at you and they see a strong person. There's something very strong about your character, strong about your energy, strong about your whole like aura. Like they might not know how to exactly describe it, but there's just something about you. Right? There's just something about your energy that is like that draws them in. There's something inside of them that needs to be unlocked, or a part of them that they're denying, that you kind of mirror to them that they're denying. And there's this kind of energy of like, I'd never be brave enough to do that. I'd never be brave enough to talk about that, or I'd never be brave enough to wear that or be that. Yeah, and there's this kind of like spicy kind of like strength. Like this person likes how strong you are and how much you stand up. You know, like this is like you're 10 toes down. Like you stand on business. Like you mean what you say and you say what you mean. There's this kind of hidden strength or like deeper strength within your character that I feel like this person is very like drawn to. Open channel signs down. Yeah, again, this person is getting signs. They're downloading information. They could be seeing you in their dreams. There is this kind of energy of where of like they're hearing your name, and you know they're seeing like the letters of your name, or they're smelling things that remind them of you, or like just I don't know, it could just be like random stuff, and for some reason it brings up you to their mind, and they're just like, why am I being reminded of this person? Violet Flame Alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. Exactly. That's more of this like let go of the old, let go of the past complications, and make way for why did I just hear that? I just heard from Aladdin that make way for Prince Ali. So again, but it is giving me that kind of energy of where like Aladdin was like, she would like, I need to hide who I am because she would never accept me. Like she would never accept me for who I really am on the inside. You know, so it gives me very much so like this person, especially if this person is like more like in the masculine energy. Like this person is like, I'm strong, I'm tough, I do this. But on the inside, this person is actually quite like soft, and like there's some insecurities inside this person. Resilient spirit. Again, it's given me this, right? Resilient spirit. Like you stand up for yourself. There's something about you that's very refreshing, that's very grounded. Again, trust and faith. There's a lot of faith energy here. I don't know if this person is really there's just something here about like this person trusts what you say, or they trust, like they feel like you're very trustworthy, or you're always telling the truth. Or, you know, if you've ever talked to this person or given them like advice or anything like that, they're just like, it's ringing true. Like it's ringing very, very true. Truer than they thought that it would. You know, even if you just like happen to say something to this person, it's really ringing so true in their life, and they're just like, that person is actually, you know, it's kind of giving me like this, oh, they're wiser beyond their years, they're deeper than I thought, you know, they're so much more than just skin deep. Yeah, this person's like, and I don't mind the skin either, I don't mind the suit either, you know, I don't mind what they got going on the outside, but there's something so deep. I don't know, this person feels like this kind of like falling in energy, like falling. I'm not saying they're falling in love, but there's this kind of like pull, like this falling in energy. Like like they could just, you know, it's this kind of energy of like, I could see you out somewhere and I could just walk up to you and start a conversation with you, and I could just fall in. I could just allow myself to fall into this energy. I could, you know, and that's kind of how this person feels like. Mm-hmm. More masters, huh? Okay, well, let's keep going. And not for all of you is this going to be any kind of like, you know, sensual kind of connection, but for some of you, maybe. But mostly I feel like it's connecting to like the sacral and like root chakra. So like, is this kind of very like sacral root and then heart, like heart opening that reconnects this person with their root chakra, reconnects them with like who they are, like who they really are. It's this very like grounding energy. That was very interesting. That was very interesting. I can't say that on YouTube. What I just saw, like, that was kind of crazy. That was kind of wow. This person's freaky. I will say that if this is like that kind of connection, this person's kind of freaky. But yeah, paradigm shift. Don't worry that you are protected. You have the spiritual force field. You definitely are being called to a paradigm shift, but so is this person. Oh my gosh. Look, they have Saint Kamar and they pulled Lady Venus. They're twin flames. And then we have the violet flame out here too. So there definitely could be, or if you're more like a starseed person, that you could be like a star family with this person. I'm hearing unsuspected soulmate. Like unsuspected, like you never would have guessed that this person would have actually been meant to be a soulmate with you. And then the divine knowledge card is coming out again. I really feel like call to, again, with this Lady Venus, with the call to action, Earth mission. Also, if you deliver messages, like if you deliver a message like psychically, or you deliver messages like to the collective, this person could definitely be watching those messages or receiving those messages, and it's like, wow, like it's hitting like right on point. Again, that's just tying in more into that, like you gave this person advice, or you gave this person something, and it's like, wow, it's so like right on there. So right on there. What's on the back here? Miraculous moment. Harmony surround you. Expect miracles. Yeah, and it's giving me that like falling at the feet of your master kind of energy, like where this person feels like they feel very drawn into you and they feel like they could learn a lot from you. I just keep hearing unexpected. Like it's gonna be really unexpected when this person like comes towards you, you know. And I feel there's something here about you might not take this person seriously, or you might kind of just be like, yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, all right. And they're like, no, I'm serious. Like I'm serious. Like, can you teach me, or can you learn from like. I'm serious. Like, no, I want to learn from you, or I want to take a course, or I want to do something, or, it's something like that. Or if you're in a course, maybe this person is like, hey, can we be study partners? Like, can we work on this project together? Like, you seem like you really know what you're doing. Like, or it's like, hey, are you understanding this curriculum? And you're like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I can tell, you're answering a lot of questions. You're doing this. Would you ever think about tutoring me, or that kind of energy? Because like, I'm a little bit lost, but I could pay you. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I could pay you. Because we have Lakshmi and Ganesh, prosperity vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. And again, it's this really attractive kind of like energy. Again, I'm being drawn again to these two, where it's like this big, like bright aura, kind of like bright, shining aura around you. And this person definitely feel like, I don't know if, for some of you, this person could maybe see auras and they're very attracted to your aura, your auric field, your color, the colors in your aura. But for others of you, I don't know how like spiritually aware this person is, but it's definitely giving me that energy where it's just like, yeah, like I see this person just looking at you and just being like, what is it about this person? It's like they're glimmering. It's like they're shining. It's like their skin seems like luminous. Like there's something, like they look at you and they feel like they see more, and they don't exactly understand like what's going on there. Excuse me, you guys. I'm still recovering from my cold. Transcending fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Yeah. I feel like this person is overcoming some kind of blocks in their throat chakra, because I'm feeling it. It doesn't feel like blocked, but it just kind of almost is like a divine timing thing. Like, in the divine right time, this person is going to make a move, because they're this King of Wands. Like, they don't, when they really want something, they don't hesitate. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. And they pulled Lady Portia. And if I'm not mistaken, she's Saint Germain's twin flame. So, wow. But there's definitely like this pairing energy here. Overcoming limitations. Yes, definitely. Karmic release. Let go of the need to be right. For some of you, I feel like that's you. Felt like, for some of you, you feel like you have this person pegged. You feel like you know this person. You feel like you're just like, ugh, like they're just like this. They're like this. Like, I'm not going to take this person serious. Like, maybe you've seen the more like superficial version of this person, like the King of Wands energy. Maybe they're very flirty. Maybe, you've seen them out and you're just like, ugh. It's giving me that kind of energy where you're just like, okay. But it is like, when they approach you, they're going to be like very serious about giving you an offer. But I feel like you're just going to kind of be like, okay, like, don't take this person like a joke. First, one, they don't appreciate when people think they know what this person wants. Like, they don't like that. Like, you don't know me, or like, you don't know who I am. Like, don't presume to know who I really am. Like, you don't really actually know me, So, one, if I say something, that's what I mean. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Like, and if I say I want to work with you, or if I say I'm interested in you, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to wait. This person doesn't mince words. Like, they're just like, I'm not going to waste my time coming up to you and saying something if I don't really mean it, if I don't really feel it. And I don't know, maybe in the past, this person has been in the more like lower vibration, or the more kind of like, maybe they were more like a Page of Wands or a Knight of Wands kind of energy where it's in and out. But this person is coming forward in King of Wands energy where they're just like, Oh my gosh, excuse me, I might have to get a drink of water. Hold on, I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry about that. But I definitely feel like it's going to be a learning experience because we have to share experience. I feel like it's going to be a learning experience for both of you because it's going to kind of be like don't let your ego get you trapped up in what you think you know about other people kind of energy for you. And I feel like there is this transitional energy here of like stepping up to the plate and leading. Like for some of you, maybe you feel intimidated by this person, or you're just like, why do you want to come to me? Why do you want to learn from me? Like, why me? Like, what do you mean? Step up. That's what Spirit is telling you. Like, you have everything inside of you to step up to lead this project or lead this class or do this. Step up and do it. You know, you can 100% do it. And I think that you're going to learn a lot from this person. I feel like you're going to learn a lot. And I think it's going to surprise you what all that you'll learn from this person and how much you might change. How much your outlook on people might change, because it is giving me like you're selling this person short, like, yeah, because it keeps giving me this like, I got you pegged, like I know who you are, like whatever, I'm not taking that seriously. And think about it from their perspective. Like, it is a major turnoff for a person that doesn't really know you that well to be like, I know you. Like, what you think you know me because we had a couple of conversations, or what you think you know me because you saw me out in the community, or you think you know me because we worked together, you know, for a little bit or something like that. It's like, you don't really know who I am. You don't know anything about me. And you might even have a moment like that with this person where you're just like, okay, yeah, right. And this person is like, do you think you know me? Do you think you know who I am? Like, you don't. And so, yeah, like Spirit is telling you to kind of check your ego about being like, I know who a person is when you really don't. Or I know I've got the game figured out. And it's like, but you really don't. Another miraculous encounter. Divine experiences. Do not be afraid of being powerful. Again, is this energy of do not be afraid. Face your fears. There's something here about being very intimidated by this person, but like, if you allow your walls down a little bit and you create a safe space for this person to step into, they're going to let their walls down as well. And I feel like you're going to see a very different side of this person that you've never seen before. And again, this gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Again. And I think if you're open-minded and like heart-centered for this person, I feel like this person can also open up some kind of opportunities for you. Like, I don't know, say that that you're just like, okay, you take this person seriously and you take them on, or you teach them, or you take this class with them, or you do that. I feel like this person knows people, and I feel like this person could put you in the right rooms with the right people if you take this person seriously. I feel like, yeah, Spirit just keeps telling me like there's a lot that you don't understand about this person, or there's a lot you don't know about this person. So kind of like let go of the need to be right, of thinking that you know exactly who this person is, or you know the game they're trying to play, because I really don't feel like this person is trying to play a game. They're not trying to play a game with you. And I'm not, what the heck? And I mean, yeah, take it slow. That's the message that I was about to try to give. Like, Spirit didn't have to embarrass the hell out of me like that to help me. It's like, take it slow. Take it one step at a time. Take it slow. You don't have to immediately let this person in all the way to your deepest secrets or anything like that. But take it slow with this person. Unveil them, get to know them, because a lot of people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't take this person seriously, and I don't know if this person is very attractive, or if this person comes from some kind of wealth, or this person is something. But it's there's something here about you just don't take this person seriously. Like, oh, this person is saying they want to do this. I don't really believe them, or they're saying they're seeing this, or they're experiencing this. Like, there's something here, and Spirit's like, check yourself. There's something here about checking yourself, because it's actually your ego. It's actually your fears. It's actually like you're projecting some kind of there's some kind of intimidation factor that you feel around this person, and I feel like you're projecting this kind of like, anyway, like I'm not interested. I don't want you. Like, anyway, like I'm not supposed to take you seriously. But look at this. Look at this. I knocked to the deck with my elbow, and the six of cups is out here. So there is, with the Empress right behind it. And there is something here about it's gonna feel very unplanned, and I feel like you are gonna have this kind of like energy. It's kind of like, nah, I'm fighting this. No, I feel like maybe this person is quite attractive, and you're kind of just like, you know, even if you go out somewhere with this person, or like, it's like, okay, well, we're going to go study. We're going to go hang out in this place. This person has like people coming up to them being like, hey man, what's up? Or like or girls coming up to them being like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, ugh. Like, we can't even study because you have all these people coming up. Are you taking this seriously? This person's like, yes. They're coming up to me. I'm sitting here trying to talk to you, but they're coming up to me. I'm not trying to be rude and like ignore people. And you're just like, you're not even taking this seriously. And this person's like, I'm taking it very seriously. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah, go inside. Because I feel like both of you have things to learn from each other that could definitely help you go inside. And then look at that. It's the freaking Emperor. That's crazy. Pulling all these twin flames, pulling all these, like, pulling the Emperor and the Empress. Now, again, like, this person doesn't have to be that, but there is this kind of counterpart, like, you and this person are so much more alike than you think, right? Like, this person is an Emperor and you are an Empress, you know, and that doesn't mean that you have to be each other's counterpart, but there is this kind of, you know, same energy that's inside of both of you that I feel like is kind of rising up to the surface here, and it could develop or could rise up to the surface here. Also, if you are in a physical relationship with this person, be careful, because a child could come out of this. You know, I see that as well. Yeah, but there's something here. There's some kind of wish fulfillment here that you asked for. And I think you're going to be so surprised that it comes from this person. Like, you're going to be like, them? And Spirit's like, well, you asked for a person that was going to help you do this or help you do that. And you're like, but it's them, Spirit? And Spirit's like, yeah. Like, what are you judging people for? Like, you don't like it when people judge you. You don't like it when people underestimate you, do you? You know, you don't like it if people judge you on your exterior or judge you on, you know, things that, you know, you don't like it when people that don't really know you think they know who you are, do you? And you're like, no. And Spirit's like, okay, then why are you doing that to this person? Like, you don't really know them. Give them a chance. Heightened awareness. Make peace with your thoughts and your world. Exactly. Like, Spirit is saying beautiful things can come from very unexpected circumstances and very unexpected people. You never know who Spirit's going to bring into your life and who they might end up being to you. You know, even if this person just ends up being a friend or a colleague or something like that, there is something here. Because I feel like for some of you, I feel like it's giving me very, like, you two start one way and you end up in very different relationship with each other than you were expecting. It feels like a lot of transformation happens between you and this person interacting or doing whatever it is that Spirit is calling you to do. Yeah, the two of you have divine knowledge to exchange with each other. Oh, what? Oh, my unexpected friend. That's that song from Nightmare Before Christmas that Sally and Jack sing to each other in the end of the movie. And it's I can't remember the exact words, but it's kind of just like this, like, where they're kind of just like, oh, we've been friends for this long, or we've known each other for this long, and I didn't expect, in the end, I didn't expect us to have these feelings for each other. I didn't expect us to be so drawn to each other or end up together. And so, I mean, and not all of you are going to end up with this person. I feel like that's a smaller side of you. But I feel like you and this person are going to have major impact on each other's life. Like, you're meant to have a major impact on each other's lives. And I think in the end, wherever you guys end up, I feel like you're going to look back and be like, so that person that I randomly met at this event, or that person that I randomly worked with that one time, or this person that I, ran into at the coffee shop and ended up having a conversation with them, and we would run into each other over and over again. Like, who would have guessed that we would have ended up here? Not me. And it's that kind of energy of, like, you kind of just sitting there being like, the world has a funny way, like, right? The universe has a funny way of working shit out. Like, and that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm getting this message from your future self, and your future self is saying, do not underestimate this person. Do not underestimate their kindness. Do not underestimate their generosity. Do not underestimate their ability to show you things about yourself that you never even knew existed. Do not underestimate this person. Do not think you know this person, because you don't. You really don't know them as much as you might think that you do. You don't know the real them. Like, their mask. Like, the person that they appear at when they're, when they're at work, or, the person that they are when they're in social circles or out there, but you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are when they close their door at night and when they go and lay down at night. You don't know the kind of thoughts this person has in their head. And it would be extremely behooving to you. It would be extremely beneficial to you to create a space for this person to open up. Because I feel like you would be very surprised by who they are. This person's actually quite soft and quite gentle. Yeah, but you have to give them the space to be that. Divine knowledge. This person has some kind of deeper divine knowledge for you. That's the third time. That's the third or fourth time this card has been pulled. Higher learning. Commit to your vision through study. Life teaches us interesting lessons in unexpected ways. Yeah, prosperity vibration. Yeah, I think that this would be a very prosperous learning experience with this person. Light activation again. Acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. Yeah, I think this is a really good opportunity for you to learn something very deeply from this person. Learn something unexpected. Toil and labor. There's something you've been working on, like, very, very hard. And I feel like this person could teach you how to work smarter, not harder. Yeah, family room. This person might have some kind of connections with their family that could really help you. Or they could put you in connections with somebody. You could end up needing some kind of service or something where it's like, one time you go and hang out with this person, you're like, oh, I'm dealing with this and I really need that. And this person's like, well, I know that. I know a person that does that, or I know a really good lawyer, or I know a really good person who's like a consultant on this or that, or like, yeah, I could put you in contact with somebody that's a family friend or somebody that I know that's really good that would take on your case or that would do that for you. And you're like, yeah, could you, like, it seems kind of like that, where this person knows a lot of people. This person has like a lot of like resources, and not necessarily like like money resources necessarily, but it's like information. Like this person has a lot of information inside of them. They know a lot of people who know a lot of things and a lot of information. And again, that same very thing, like where they were saying like you go out with this person or you're around this person and everybody is like being flocking to this person and coming to this person. That same thing that you might find annoying is exactly that same quality about this person that allows them to know a lot of people, to have a lot of contacts, to have a lot of resources and that kind of like community awareness kind of energy, you know, and this person's very aware of things that that aren't even on your radar, that spirit wants to be on your radar. There's something here too about an opportunity to travel with this person or to travel in some type of way as well. Close person. Again, don't be fooled by this person's mask. And also lower your mask, because this kind of like, I got you pegged, I know who you are, that's a mask too. That's an ego mask. That's a protection. You know, it's like a form of protection that you're putting up. But again, great fortune. You know, it's very prosperous knowing this person. It's very, and even just mostly like on a soul level, like getting to know them, you know, and confronting this part of yourself that feels like you know people before you really know them, and to unlock a kind of deeper side of understanding of yourself of, okay, you know, maybe I do judge people, you know, maybe I do need to give people the chance to be deeper than surface level, you know, and it's like this kind of like, okay, like I understand why I do it because of the past hurts or past pain that I've had. I do it because of, you know, maybe I have trust issues. I do it because, you know, of this kind of protection of, but there is kind of like this energy of like, this person is in circles that spirit wants you to be involved with. You know, it's like it's a opportunity to learn or to kind of see things from the other side. It's an opportunity to enrich your soul. Mature man, yeah. Because this person is a lot more worldly or a lot more traveled or a lot more something than you give them credit for. Message of concern. I feel like you're going to learn slowly that like I said, like it really like the kind of general distrust or you know, that kind of disposition that you had towards this person really wasn't about them. It could have been about people from your past. It could have been about, you know, labeling this person like, oh, you're just a fuckboy, or you're just a flirt, or you're just a whatever. It's that kind of energy. Like, don't dismiss this person. Don't be so quick to dismiss people and think that you know who they are. Exactly. 8 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, because you might be seeing this person as a Page of Wands. You might be seeing this person as a page, or like, I can't learn anything from this person. Like, I'm more advanced than this person, or I know more than this person, or I'm better than this person, or something like that. And spirit is going to give you a very like humbling in a good way experience with this person, where you're kind of like humbling yourself. Like, okay, like maybe I do judge people a little bit too quickly, or maybe I was judging people by their cover. Like it you know, it does bother me. And I feel like it's something about that you're going to see, especially if it's like a situation where you're like, oh, like this person is so popular. Like, look at all the people around them. They're handsome, or they're beautiful. They have people falling over them. Like, what do they know about feeling different? What do they know about, you know, struggling with insecurities? Like, look at them. They're beautiful. Like, what do they know about struggling with body image insecurities? Like, look at them. Look at their body. It's great. Like, what do they know about that? What struggles do they have? You know? And I feel like there's this very like comparison kind of energy. Like, just because they don't struggle with the same insecurities that you struggle with doesn't mean that they don't have their own version of insecurities. Or even if it's like body image, even if this person is like the accepted body standard or the accepted like beauty standard, it's a lot of pressure to keep up with that. It's a lot of pressure to And it has its own problems, right? It has its own problems of people see, and I feel like you're gonna see that. Like I feel, and it is reminding me of that, um, of more of like that Jasmine Aladdin energy, where they're kind of just like, it's like, oh, on Aladdin's side, he's just like, I'd love to live in a palace, like not struggling to eat, not having to steal food, like, and then Jasmine's on the other side, like, yeah, you just have people telling you what to do all the time, and you never get to be your own person, and, you just feel trapped, and they say it at the same time, right? And I feel like you and this person could have a very similar moment where you kind of realize, like, oh, like, we might be opposites. Like, you might not deal with the same insecurities that I do. You might not have the same financial standing that I do, or the same, struggles that I deal with, but you deal with your own struggles. You deal, like just because you don't deal with the things that I deal with doesn't mean that you don't have your own version, or you don't feel the other side of the coin of the same things, right? Like how Jasmine was like, yeah, I've never had to worry about eating or where my next meal was coming from, but also I've never even seen outside the palace walls. Like, I've never been able to travel. I've never been able to go anywhere. I mean, damn, when Jasmine left the city, she didn't even know that stuff costs money. Like there's like this sheltered energy. It's like, and it's like, yeah, I don't have to struggle for food, but also I'm not being educated. I'm not being allowed to leave. I'm not experiencing the world. Like, I'm not, like, I'm all sheltered and all over here. And yeah, like I might not be safe in the way that you're safe, but like, that comes at the cost of like all these freedoms that I want to have. And you're like, oh, wow, well, I do have the freedom to do that and be that. And, it's kind of like this energy of like, you have the freedom. Like, you have the freedom to have an off day. You have the freedom to, excuse me. It's like, you have the freedom to have an ugly or bad hair day. It's like, okay. Wow, that kind of hurt a little bit. And this person's like, not like that, but it's like, you already don't fit into the standards. And so, like, you have this level of freedom that I don't feel like I have, right? Like, you have this level of, like, you could walk into a room and nobody's paying attention to you. I would kill for that. Like, sometimes I don't want to be the center of attention. Sometimes I don't want to walk into a room and have like, and have like 10 different people walking up to me, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, sometimes I feel like being chill. Like, sometimes I don't feel like having to put a big smile on and be like, life of the party all the time. Like, I don't want to be that all the time. Like, I don't want to be the center of attention all the time. Like, sometimes I just want to chill. Sometimes I just, I want to be able to have like a bad hormonal day, or have my hair not be like super sparkly and nice, or, worry about gaining 5 or 10 pounds and have people looking at me like, you're letting yourself go, you better trim up. Like, shut up. Like, stop worrying about, like, just as much scrutiny that you get on your body or your things like that, I get the same thing. Like, just because I'm on the opposite side doesn't mean that I don't get scrutinized or I don't get judged for my body type too. I do, just because you struggle with this doesn't, and I don't struggle with that, doesn't mean that what I have doesn't come with its own struggles and its own opposite side of the coin. And it definitely feels like that, where it's like flipped, where you're realizing like, oh, maybe I have a lot more freedoms, or I have a lot more possibilities than I thought. And it's kind of like this end of this like long-term thinking, or the end of this long-term kind of like, oh, now that I get to see the other side, or now that I get to see what it's like on the other side, like, it loses some of its like romanticized energy, right? Yeah. Excuse me. There is this kind of like hidden world that this person has the opportunity to show you. And there is this kind of, ooh, look at that. There is this kind of like Like you think you're losing something, or you think you're losing out on something, or you think you don't have something, and this person is going to show you like you're fine without it. Like you're not really at a loss. Like you don't really have as much loss as you think that you do. Like where you see loss, this person sees freedom. And I feel like it's going to be the opposite for you, where this person sees loss, you're going to be like, freedom? Are you joking? The freedom to buy whatever you want, or to travel wherever you want, or to, you know, to be like that person that everybody wants. Are you joking? Like, do you know what it feels like? You know, it's kind of this energy of like, you always want what you don't have, right? And it's kind of this dropping of this feeling of you want what you don't have. Like you're so worried about these 3 cups that you lost. Like you're so worried about other people and other people's experience of you. Stop worrying so much about other people's experience of you and worry about your experience of the world. Like worry about things from you. It's kind of like this recentering. Like, let me stop focusing on what I don't have, because what I don't have, like, is coming from a place of what, it's like an outside. Like, I feel like I don't have this because I'm comparing myself to what I think the other side has, what I think other people have. And when I get to firsthand experience having what I thought would make me happy, or having what I thought I would want, or talking to someone who has firsthand experience of being what I thought I wanted to be, like, oh, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's not it's not like the amazing blessing that you think that it might be, right? It comes with a lot of hard work. It comes with a lot of scrutiny. It comes with a lot of you giving up a lot of things that you thought you were so ready to give up. Or maybe you didn't even realize that you were going to have to give up some of those things to attain what you thought you wanted. And it's kind of like this, like, well, damn, I never really thought about it that way. Or damn, I never really saw it from that perspective before. And it's a huge lesson here for your soul to learn, of being like, don't judge so much. Don't covet so much what somebody else has, because you don't know. You don't even know if you really want it. You just know that you don't have it. I mean, and I guess there is this kind of experience, like you don't know until you know. But it's kind of like almost like spirit is giving you like a tester, like, okay, like here's what it would really be like to be in that scenario. And you're like, I don't think I really want that. And spirit's like, exactly. Like, so stop wasting your time and your energy coveting something that you don't have, because you don't even really want it. You don't want it as much as you think that you do. Or you don't, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. All that glitters isn't gold, you know? You know, you want so bad to be in those social circles, and then you go into them through this person, or you gain access to them through this person, and you're just like, oh my God, everybody's terrible here. Why was I just so ready to give up everything that I had to be here? Like, oh my gosh, this is bad. You know? I don't feel like it's gonna be like every scenario is like that, but it's just kind of like, oh, like I hate this. Because, like, you might experience that. You know, you might have experienced the, like, I'm invisible. And then you hang out with this person, and you see what it's like to walk around and have eyes just look at you and, you know, talk about you and come up to you. And you're just like, oh, this is exhausting. Like, I don't like this. Like, I want to go back to just chilling in the corner and walking into a room and nobody cares what I'm doing. Like, yikes. Despair in reverse, exactly. Like, yikes, I thought I wanted this. I didn't know what I was talking about. Lovers, yeah, and for some of you this could develop into some kind of deeper than that, or just in general, the lover's energy is like this energy of choice, right? Like choosing to see things from a new perspective, choosing, you know, it's like getting to peer behind the curtain and being like, oh, okay. Well, it's lost some of its majesty. It's lost some of its mystique. You know, I peer behind the curtain, and it's not all that it was cracked up to be on the other side, you know? Yeah. And I heard that, and if you don't know, now you know. Yeah. It's this kind of energy of like, if you didn't know, well, now you do. 54 down on the clock right when I look down. A gift. This is going to be a gift that's going to come to you. Courtship. We have here pathway, courtship, gift, and poverty in reverse. So I definitely feel like this person is going to help you to align with some kind of prosperity vibration within yourself. And I think it's more along the lines of like, I'm way more gifted than I thought. Like, I'm way more talented than I thought. I'm way more lucky in my position than I am. It's like gratitude. Like, wow, I feel like this person helps you to see how much you should be grateful for what you have, or grateful for the position that you're in, or grateful for, it's like, oh wow, I was so ready to throw this part of who I am away. But now that I see that it's something that I should be grateful for, that I should hold tight, that I should, going up in the streets, you thought that living in the palace would be great, but then Aladdin starts dealing with this palace work and what's happening. It's just as cutthroat in the palace. Jafar's trying to imprison people and do all this stuff. Like, whoa, what's going on behind these palace walls, dog? Like, craziness. House, exactly. You think you know what's going on from the outside, but you don't. This house seems so magical out from the outside. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. They're showing me somebody like walking past this house every day and being like, oh, like just sitting there like at the gates being like, if only I could live in a place like this, my life would be completely different. Not knowing that behind those walls, there's treachery and tyranny, and, there's all kind of backstabbing and abuse or yelling or screaming, or like, who knows what these people that live inside this house have to sacrifice to have what they have. You don't know. And it's kind of like this energy of judging things from the outside again. Like, it looks so nice. It looks like it would be so lovely to be that, or to to participate in that, or to have that, until you experience it, and then you're just like, oh wow, what this person has to sacrifice to look the way that they do, or act the way that they do, or have the things that they do, And it's like, wow, it must be so nice to just be able to do whatever you want. And then you see the other side, it's like, you don't get to do whatever you want. You got to make a lot of sacrifices being who you are. Like, oh, snap. And it is this energy, high honor in reverse. Exactly. It is this energy of like, oh. It's like letting things come down off of a pedestal. Letting things and what you think you want coming down off of a pedestal. Yeah, sudden wealth, and how it is going to be very, like, you're going to be like, wow, I really, like, this was a huge opportunity for me to, like, cash in on some really important life experience. Like, I feel like that's the main thing that this person is going to bring into your life, is, like a really life-altering or life-changing, like, experience. Yeah, exactly, to your thought pattern. Like, I thought I wanted this, or I thought I wanted this. I thought I wanted to be this or have this, but now I'm just kind of like, like, there's positive parts to it for sure, but there's also a lot that I just didn't understand. From the outside looking in, there's a lot that you just don't understand. Yeah, look, oh my God, look what came out. It's house, justice. This is a gift. Spirit's giving you a peek behind the curtain. They're giving you a peek behind what it's really actually like. It's like being able to experience it without having to go through, like, the hardship yourself, or without having to go through what it would really be like. It's a huge, like, message of don't think you know so much. Yeah, it's this huge message of, like, humble yourself and don't think you know so much about people, or about who a person is, or about that. Like, maybe you really don't. Maybe you don't really know as much as you think you do. Wow. There is some kind of message here, which is a little bit, it's much farther into the future. So it's kind of hard for me, but I see it here with this house and gift too. Like, there's something here about this person helping you to achieve some kind of, like, financial freedom, or some kind of I think it's mostly the freedom from that thought pattern of like, oh, I'm on the outside. I'm on the outside, and I just want to know what it's like on the inside. I just don't have this. I just don't have this. I don't have this, and I want to know what it's like on the inside. Is the main energy here. Yeah. But there is something here about like a house or I don't know, this person could help eventually. Remember I said that this person like knows a person that knows a person kind of energy. Like at some point in the future, this person, you might be looking for a house and this person might be like, oh, I know like a really good real estate agent. Or you might be looking for a place to stay or something like that. And this person might be like, oh, well, here, you know, I know I saw that this house was for sale or something like that. Yeah. It could be something like that, but that's a little bit further into the future. Yeah. Concern. Yeah, that's okay, Spirit. I'm not trying to get into that. Like it feels blocked. It feels like shh, not yet. Like get out of that. And I'm like, okay, but you pulled the card, Spirit. I don't know. I could just see that it was there. Okay. Ooh, love that. That felt so good. All right. Well, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Sorry again for the coughing and for the kind of stuffy nose and everything, but I'm recovering. I'm feeling much better. So I'm on the way to health and wealth and prosperity as always. I hope that this reading found you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. Okay. Like, share, comment. Let me know if this resonated for you. All right. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding you to get this information. I hope that it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you were looking for in this reading. Okay. Thank you to my angel, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides for guiding me through delivering this message as well as keeping me safe when they did so. As always, I appreciate you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.